I post videos on Tuesdays and Fridays, and sometimes a bonus in between. Please subscribe and click the notification bell. You can slow down the videos by clicking the gear icon below the video. You can find all my patterns in my Ravelry store, over 2,000 patterns, and many of them are free, or on Etsy. Hectanuga Patterns is my shop name there, and I have approximately 700 patterns. To make this easy sweater, you're just going to work 2 rectangles. And the first 2 rows at the bottom are done with the front post double crochet, and then it's 2 rows of double crochet, 2 rows of double crochet, 2 rows of double crochet, and continue with 2 rows of double crochet, 2 rows of double crochet, and then the top 2 rows is again front post double crochet row. Connect them here at the shoulders, and then add these cuffs at the sleeves. So let's get started with 2 strands of worsted weight yarn, and then I work 2 rows with a thick lofty yarn like this. Now I used Red Heart Stellar. You could use Impressions, or you could use 2 strands of homespun yarn. Okay, I'm going to start with 2 strands of worsted weight yarn. You could use a chunky yarn, such as Bernat Chunky or Bernat Softy Chunky. So I'm going to start with a slip knot, and I'm going to work my foundation chain to reach across the largest part of your body. Now it could be your hips or it could be your chest. So work the foundation chain to the length that you would need. And after your foundation chain is the correct length, you're going to double crochet in the 3rd stitch from the hook. 1, 2, 3. Double crochet, yarn around the hook, insert into the stitch, pick up the yarn and pull it through, pick up the yarn, pull it through 2 loops, pick up the yarn, pull it through 2 loops. So you're going to go ahead and double crochet in each stitch across your foundation chain. Okay, after you have worked all the way across the row, you're going to chain 2 and turn. And now I'm going to alternate front post double crochet and a regular double crochet. To make a front post double crochet, yarn around the hook, find the next stitch, and from the front, go under the post, like that, and then complete the double crochet. Double crochet in the next stitch. Front post double crochet in the next stitch. Double crochet in the next. Front post. And a regular. Like that, and you're going to work all the way across the row. Like that, I've worked all the way across the row, and there's the bottom band of my sweater, and that's what that will look like. And now you're going to attach your lofty color, or you could just make your whole sweater in the same color. And there's no need to cut your yarn at the end of the rows, because you can just include the yarn in your side seams. So to attach the next color, you're simply going to pull it through that stitch, chain 2, 1, 2, and then double crochet in that same stitch, and in each stitch all the way across the row, double crochet. all the way across the row. Okay, I worked all the way across that row. At the end of the row, chain 2, 1, 2, and turn. Double crochet in each stitch all the way across the row. Like that. So it's 2 rows of a solid color worsted weight yarn and 2 rows of a lofty yarn. And that's how that looks. And it works up very quickly. So it's just 2 rows of a solid color and 2 rows of this lofty yarn. And you just keep repeating that until the rectangle is as long as you would like it to be. And just carry your yarn ends along the outside, don't cut them, and then you can just sew those in your seam. So you're going to go ahead and make 2 rectangles and then join them at the shoulders, leaving enough room in the center to pull it on over the head. Okay, so here's the opening for the arms. In the underarm stitch, I'm going to attach my yarn. Chain 2, 1, 2. And I'm going to double crochet all the way around the opening. And I always try to make sure that I double crochet into the top of the post because that gives your band more stability. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to double crochet all the way around. And there is my yarn that I carried from one section to the other. And I'm going to make sure that I enclose that into my double crochet stitch. So I'm going to go ahead and work this band all the way around. I've worked part way around, and there are my yarn ends that I carried along. I'm going to make sure that I enclose those in the bottom of my double crochet. And I've reached the end of the row, so I'm going to slip stitch to join in the top of the chain 2. So I've worked 1 row all the way around, and you could just stop here if you like. I'm going to make 1 more row of the front post double crochet, so I'm going to chain 2, and in the next stitch I'm going to go under the post from the front, and I'm going to complete my double crochet. In the next stitch, I'm just going to make a regular double crochet. And I'm going to repeat that all the way around. Okay, I worked all the way around. At the end of the row, I'm going to slip stitch to join in the top of the chain 2, and now I can fasten off, and that's how the cuff will look around the sleeve. And after finishing both of your armhole cuffs, you can fasten off and weave all your yarn ends into the finished work, and your sweater will be finished.